welcome back everybody. My name is Lizzie Luna, and today's pick a card question is, what are their intentions? So have your person in mind. It could be about any kind of connection. It could be about business, romantic, or friendship, but this is mostly geared towards romantic for this question. So we have 3 piles to choose from. We have pile 1 with this amethyst, pile 2 with this black kyanite, pile 3 with this beautiful aura quartz. So think about your person and let your eyes gravitate to any of these 3 piles. There's going to be timestamps down below, so if you need any more time to make your selection, feel free to pause the video. For now, I will be starting with pile number 1. So the question is, what are their intentions with the person you have in mind? So we have the Queen of Arrows, Prince of Staves or Staves, 4 of Arrows, 7 of Arrows, oppression, complacency, and the Circle. So for these 2 cards here, these are going to be the intentions. So we have the Queen of Arrows and the Prince of Staves, which is the Knight of Wands. So their intention is to be as transparent with you while still being practical and logical. So this connection is about more facts than it is feelings. So they're able to look at things objectively with you in this connection. And their intention is to be as clear and as transparent as they can with you. And then we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. So their other intention is to clear up any doubt or confusion going on in this connection. So there may have been some delays or misunderstandings that they would like to clear up. So this is like moving forward with communication. Sometimes it could be a little bit hasty, but the intentions are to clear up any confusion and to be as transparent as possible. So if you had any questions that you were doubting in regards to this person, the communication, the clarity is coming for you. And then for these next 2 cards, or actually 3 cards, we have the question, how they view you. So this person in mind, how they view you. So we have the 4 of Arrows, and they view you as a really easygoing, relaxed person who is introspective. And maybe this person gave you something to think about that you're like, I need to rest on it, or maybe you both need to rest on whatever communication you had previously. You're taking a time out from this connection, or they are, in order for you to come back with more clarity, with that intention of providing, getting rid of the confusion. Because we also have, in how they view you, the 7 of Swords in reverse. So they view you as someone who gets in your head quite often, and they give you the space and time that you need to figure this out. So maybe there's just been a lot of confusion in this connection, and maybe even bits of paranoia. And somehow that makes you want to retreat, or vice versa. Both of you take a break from the connection because they're not sure if how you feel about them and where you want things to go. So these pauses, even though they're annoying or not desirable, they're very necessary for the next step forward. And then we have, I was only supposed to get 2 cards, but 3 came out. So then we have Oppression in reverse. So this is typically the Tower card. So they know, in order, your person in mind, they know that in order to move this connection forward, something big needs to change. So this is the calm before the storm. And I don't want to scare you, but there's a pause, and then there's more communication coming. But the communication is good, right? Because it's here to bring clarity and clear up confusion. And then we have these 2 cards here. So they're feelings for you. So we have complacency, and then we also have impartiality. So the way I see this is that your person is trying to have faith in the connection, that with whatever happens will be okay. So they're just trying to be even, either or, either one can happen. So it's at being peace with either outcome, even though it's a bit difficult and challenging for them. That's that's how they're feeling about this connection. And the advice for you is the circle. So you're meant to come to an understanding of the importance of decay and letting go, the importance of dying to an old form and being reborn anew. So like maybe there's cycles here, like it doesn't have to be like a ending of a connection. I mean, for some of you it can be, but for others I just see as like this cycle coming to a close of just like the choppy communication. Like you both have taken some space to really think about what you want to create and how you both feel about each other. And certain things are just going to be part of like a closed chapter so you can move forward. So this is part of that process, because we have the Tower in reverse. So the Tower means like if it's in reverse, you're kind of like trying to prevent something from happening, but it's inevitable. So like it's going to happen regardless, but like there's some stagnant energy attached to it. And you think like maybe that's going to like help, you know, like so much space, so much avoidance, but it's only a matter of time before it comes back full circle. And the things that need to get cleared out are going to get cleared out. So it's a good thing, even though it's scary. So that's all I have for pile number 1. I hope this resonated or made sense to you. I would really appreciate it if you did resonate with it, to like and subscribe. That would mean so much to me. Okay, so moving on to pile number 2 with the black kyanite. What is the person in mind? What are their intentions? So for 2 cards for intentions, we have 2 other cards for feelings, and then we have how they view you with these, and then your advice. Okay, so with the Knight of Cups, what their intentions are is that they want to renew something that happened in this connection. So it could be a contract, a vow, a commitment, just an agreement, some type of thing that you're coming into like a new chapter with this person. They want to renew the contracts. So they're either, if it's a romantic connection, they're either acting on a romantic feelings or preparing to do so. So this is like a coming forward with emotions, you know, coming with like some honesty and being like with the intention of being emotionally supportive. So this is like a really positive card. It's just like coming with an emotional offer, and it's like a sweet one. So it's a good offer for the future. And then we also have the Queen of Wands for their intentions. So their intentions are to support you any way they can. It could be a creative endeavor, or simply to put the spark back into your connection with ambition and drive. So maybe like you both have felt like a little bit burnt out in this connection, and they're coming back to like boost your confidence with compliments and manifest and help you manifest your dreams. So maybe you two have like similar views on what you want to create in life, and they're here to collaborate with you and help you out with that. So their intentions are to like be emotionally supportive and to help you along your way. So really supportive. These next 2 cards are how they view you. So for the first one, we have the Hangman. They view you as someone who is very patient. You allow things to play out and wait for the right moment to act. So maybe waiting on them to make the first move, because the Hangman is typically associated with like taking a breather, taking a moment to contemplate your existence, you know, just to meditate where you're at and where you want to be. So they see you as like a pretty Zen person, very introspective, at least right now. And the other card that they associate you with is the Page of Wands in reverse. So maybe in the past, you've been a bit impulsive. It seems like you do have patience here, but sometimes your ambition gets in the way of your patience. And maybe that like caused a lot of confusion in this connection. Maybe there was some indecisiveness of the connection that you haven't been able to follow through as much as you would have liked. So maybe there's just been like not enough follow-up, maybe too many ideas up in the air, but nothing has been like solidified yet. So their feeling towards you are these 2 cards. So the way they feel about you is that they accept you as you are. You don't have to be a certain way for them to like understand how you are. And And they also see you as like getting really impatient with this connection. So there has been some frustration with the hangman. And they just see you as like running out of patience. So even though their intentions are good to like provide you some emotional support to help you collaborate, you're still getting impatient with with this person in mind. So your advice is the giveaway in reverse. So it says, is it difficult for you to set limits on how much of yourself to give? Maybe set a time limit for things to shift into this connection. Don't give any more than you have to freely give. Otherwise, giving from a place of lack breeds insecurity. So what I see here is that maybe you've been very giving in this connection, and you've done everything that you can to help move this forward. And it looks like their intentions are to help, to move this forward alongside with you. But it's just like you're hanging out and you're becoming impatient with the connection. But it's letting me know, it's the giveaway card is reminding me to let you know that you've done everything that you can, and like anything that you give more is going to just deplete you of your resources, deplete you of your own emotional capacity. And like, even though maybe it seems like a good idea to give more because you can, or you feel like you can, it's time for you to just hang back and trust that that person, if they're meant to be in this connection with you, that they will play their part, and they will be reciprocal to the energy that you put out. So maybe you've just been giving away too much of your energy and you haven't been getting that much back. So that's your advice, to just, keep in mind how much you're really giving to this connection. So I hope this made sense. I'm going to be moving on to pile number 2. Sorry, 3. This was pile 2. And the question is how they view you, or what are pile 3's person in mind's intentions for you. So the first 2 cards are their intentions. So we have the Devil, the High Priestess, and the Four of Swords. And then we have how they view you is the Fool and the Queen of Swords. And then their feelings towards you, renewal and creation. And then your advice is the Blade. So starting with these 2, with their intentions. So we have the Devil card. So they're probably addicted to you or chained to some type of circumstance in this connection, and it's not healthy, or they feel binded to you in some sort of way. So it could be like a contract, or it could just be karma. They feel binded to you. So their intentions are to just like be connected to you because they don't have a choice, because they feel like trapped to you for one reason or another. And then we have the High Priestess. So their intention is to get to know you more. So there's so much that they don't understand about your connection. Their intuition is blocked because of it. So there's just so many unknowns, so many secrets that they have yet to discover, that they want to find out, because they're like, why am I so attached to this person? Like, why can't I just like move away from this connection? Because like they usually don't have this issue. But despite that, despite asking those questions, despite having those feelings, we have the Four of Swords. So they intend to take a step back and really go into introspection to try to figure out what the best way to move forward is. So they're just like, saying like, okay, I've already invested so much into this connection. I still don't know what's going on in here. So I'm just going to take a step back. So how they view you is the Fool. So they're willing to take a chance with you despite the unknown circumstances and obstacles. Like, they still have faith in the connection. They still have faith in what's going on between you and them. They want a new beginning with you. So they're ready to leave the past behind, even if the past doesn't make that much sense, or if there's a lot of shadows, they still want to move forward with you. And then also how they view you is the Queen of Swords. So they see you as a very transparent and honest person, so that they're able to see past everything because of your diplomacy and tact. So like, even despite like, they know that you're willing to provide like honest communication with these, your person in mind. And even if there's a lot of shadows and doubts, like they still trust you. They still trust that, that you're a trustworthy person, and that it's just a matter of communication in order for you both to see this through, even though it's just been like kind of hectic and binding and a lot of unknowns and like resting. Like, they still have faith that the truth will come out. So they're not worried about that. And then their feelings towards you are renewal and creation. So they want to keep going and create a new start with you. So like, I see this back to the Fool card. Like, they just want to like take a leap of faith with you in this connection and continue. And then we also have creation. So they definitely want to help you create something together. They don't want to leave this connection by any means. They feel very binded to you, but they're trying to like come with a new perspective on like how to see this, because it's just been very confusing to them. So they're ready to create a new beginning with you. And your advice is the blade. So it's time to put down the sword and place it back in its scabbard. Do not offer your blade in service to toxic emotions. You will be faced with an even more disagreeable future with the people or situations you are attempting to banish. Put the blade to rest until your fire has mellowed. Then use your blade with impeccable intuition to cut the energetic cords that are trying to that are tying you to the drama at hand. Set yourself free. So like, this blade here, like, it could be either used as like a tool or a weapon, right? It just depends on your intention behind it. So like, even though there's been some communication that hasn't been that like productive or loving, it doesn't mean that it's just a lost cause. It just means to be intentional with your words, and how you decide to communicate with your person is really going to help you propel the connection forward, or propel you into the way where you would need to cut ties in order for you to move forward, because it's not productive for you, either one of you. So I hope this made sense. Thank you so much for watching. I would love it if you could subscribe. See you next time.